So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, and we are sponsored by Falcon Contracting, Price Global Solutions, and boxbets.co.uk. The list seems to get longer every week. Yeah, I've got a great guest. I've got Louis Norman. How you doing, Louis?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, honestly, mate, all good. All good. As you say, you're knackered. So what have you been doing?
Well, I've been work today. I've been struggling to get work, but believe it or not, I've got some work today. Been digging. I've been doing everything. Then I finished work, and then I went to do some PTs. I run a company called Two Sweets Fitness on the side. So I went to do that, and then I literally got back, and then Missy says, "Oh, can you train me?" So I had to take her on the pads quickly. Then I'll come do this. So yeah. Finally can just chill. This is my chill time. So, yeah.
This is it. No, it's all good. My daughter's jumped in and said, "Hi, Dad. I've seen her already today."
That's so nice.
This one's for you, from Jam, a Leicester legend.
Leicester legend. I won't go that far.
Well, Jam lives in Leicester, and
I've spoken to Jam a couple of times. He's lovely bloke.
Yeah, hi Louis. So
hi,
here we go. I would say a cracking career. You might look at it differently because people look at stuff. I know what fighters are like. They always look over their career and go, "I could have done this, could have done that better, should have gone with this." But you look back over a career and you think, do you know what? You gave it the best you could with the decisions that you had and what was there at the time. You could only fight who's in front of you. And trust me, you had some cracking fights. I'm not going to lie, Louis. There's some names on there that people didn't get close to.
No, it's fair, mate. It's obviously everyone dreams of being a world champion and whatever else. When I turned professional at 18, I should have been turning professional at 18, but obviously with politics in the amateurs, you're beating England lads and everything like that. You don't get the call up. You think, I'm going to go pro. And as an amateur, I've done the same thing. I didn't turn any fight down because I believe if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Yeah.
And as a pro, I've done exactly the same. Yes, I've always fell short, but that's because of certain things. They've got a lot of things where I look back now, I think, I wish I did this better and I wish I'd done that. But unfortunately, you can't change time, so you just kind of live with it. But as for my career, I didn't do bad at all. When I look back now, I didn't do too bad at all. There's more that I would have wanted to do. But not many people can say they won the English title at the age of 19. So I didn't do too bad, I suppose.
Some people don't even win a title.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm quite fortunate. I'm very, very fortunate. I won in my fourth fight. I won the British Masters. That was a different organisation as well. I think in my sixth fight or seventh, I won the International Masters. In my sixth, I won the English title. And then
Jam said Young Midlands Fighter of the Year 2016 as well.
That is true. Yes, he just reminded me of that. You know what? I forget about that, and that's such a big achievement. When I think about it, like that's a massive achievement to be the best young boxer of the year. And I forget. I don't even know where the plaque is. The plaque was somewhere, and it was on my wall, but I lost it. But the goddamn
Louis, that's horrendous.
Just to get nominated for it is incredible, but to actually win it, and at the time it was against Ryan Summers and Sullivan Mason, I think it was. I think it was Sullivan Mason. Anyway, against good lads. So obviously for me to just get nominated was unreal. But then to win it, and then you look at the fighters like Liam Davis and all them sort of people, they've gone on to win it and everything. You think, bloody hell. I had that. And when you say 2016, it makes me feel really old. So
yeah, but do you know what? Credit where credit's due, Louis. You won it. You go down in history as winning it.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't think about it like, but
Give yourself credit, mate. Give yourself credit. 32 fights, 14 wins, 1 draw, 2 knockouts. Debut in April 2012. Mate, that's when it makes you feel old, doesn't
it? Yeah, it does, yeah.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, and the win over Delroy Spencer.
Yeah, Delroy Spencer. They had 2 fights against him. Believe it or not, my dad boxed him 4 times as an amateur as well. So obviously when I got the phone call. So, are you fighting Delroy Spencer? But I went, bloody hell, I boxed him 4 times as an amateur. And believe it or not, Delroy Spencer as an amateur was unbelievable. Beat Jason Booth, some big names. But it was a weird one for me because my first shot I threw was a left hook and I missed. Delroy whispered in my ear, saying, "Make it a bit tighter." So that's when you think, bloody hell, that's my opponent telling me that. Then obviously through the years you realise and the game and you're learning and stuff. But it weren't a bad fight, to be fair. It was all right.
Yeah, no, definitely. 12th, December 2013, Nathan Reeve, win, unanimous decision, English flyweight title. How beautiful that sounds.
You know what, mate? That fight, I shouldn't have never won that fight. I did win the fight, but what I'm saying is, on paper, I shouldn't have. I was fighting a kid who had 8 1-7, 6 knockouts. And at the time, I had 5 fights or 6 fights. Nathan Reeve sparred him. And I can remember every time he used to hit me, it hurt me. To the point of, I thought, when I got offered the fight, I thought, nah, I can't take it. But I was originally meant to be fighting Jason Cunningham. Terry Broadbent, sorry. Meant to be fighting Terry Broadbent in the Eliminator, and Nathan Reeves was meant to be fighting Jason Cunningham. So I was actually got weighed in against Terry Broadbent and anything. And on the night, the manager come in and says, "Oh, Terry's passing blood." I went, "What do you mean passing blood?" He went, "Yeah, he's passing blood when he goes to the toilet." So I went, "Bloody hell!" So they've had to put him out from a fight. I thought, hang on a minute, I've just sold 180 tickets at my local venue. I said, you can't say I'm not fighting. I have my shorts on and everything. So that fight didn't go ahead. And then the week later, Jason Cunningham pulled out because he couldn't make the weight. So my manager said...
thought, shit, I've got to fight him.
Yeah, I've got to fight him. So what happened was, my manager said to him, everything happens for a reason. And then I think it was 6 weeks later, bear in mind I was fit anyway, he says, "Oh, you're fighting Nathan Reeves at Wolverhampton Civic Centre." Thought, bring it on. At the time, you think you're invincible because you're not lost a fight. You think you're the dog's bollocks. I wore pink. I thought I was just everything. And I thought, I can't be beat. And fair against Nathan, because I knew how wide he could hit, I switched on for the whole 10 rounds. And yeah, you know what? I done well with that fight. Really, really well.
Yeah. Incredible. And as I say, what was it? 11 unbeaten in a row until you had your first loss to Charlie Edwards. 11 unbeaten.
Yeah. 11. That's not bad, you know. And you know, when people ask me how many fights I've had, I ain't got a clue. So when you told me that, I thought, that's quite good.
Well, you couldn't even remember you'd won the young Midlands fight.
You know what? When you told me, I thought, bloody hell, that's quite good, that is, isn't it? So, when I go down the stairs, I can tell my missus says, I've done really well, you know. You should be lucky that you're with me. Yeah.
And that'll be the best right hook you've ever had.
Yeah, I know, it will be, yeah. And I'll probably get knocked out by that as well.
But you think at the same time, Charlie Edwards, no mug in the slightest, mate, went on to win a world title.
I can remember I seen Eddie Hearn in a lift. My mate was boxing Joe Tonks in Liverpool. So I ended up going to Liverpool to support him. And I seen Eddie Hearn in the lift. I went, I'm going to beat one of your boys up. And he went, who's that? I went, Charlie Edwards. He went, who are you then? I went, Louis Norman. Oh, bloody hell, Louis Norman. And the lift closed. Seeing Charlie at the show, and Charlie went, I'm going to box you in September. I went, you ain't got a bloody chance. And that's it. Then the fight got announced. I had a fight just before that against Brett Fido at Channel 5 show. So I needed to put a performance in. If I didn't win that, obviously it wouldn't have gone ahead. But first time I've dropped Brett Fido, then that fight got announced against Charlie. And Charlie now, believe it or not, me and Charlie are really good friends. We speak quite regular. Just one of those people are down to earth, and hopefully this year is going to be the year he becomes 2-time world champion.
Yeah. He's a nice lad as well. Really nice lad,
mate. You know, he gets a lot of slander and he gets a lot of shit. But don't everybody, you know what I mean? But he's a good lad, really down to earth, and I wish him all the best.
Yeah. No, definitely. And yeah, as you say, big year for him. And that was back in 2015, Louis.
That was 9 years ago.
Yeah. And then 2016, you went against another tough one, Andrew Selby.
Yeah, that one was fun. That one was really fun. Not many people get to fight for a British title. So when you get the opportunity to fight for the British title, and believe it or not, that year was the year Leicester won the Premier League. So for me, anything can happen. I was going to fight Andrew Selby. Andrew Selby, for me, when I was an amateur, was an inspiration. So you sharing the ring with an idol. And I went in with the full belief I'm going to win. I'm going to win. In the first round, I won the first round. I was never going to get the decision no matter what, because it's like, again, politics. It didn't hit me in the first round. I made it look stupid. But unfortunately for myself, I think I got to the fourth round. I thought, he ain't stopping. He ain't stopping. And I think in the fifth round, my dad just said to me, you know what, though, just enjoy it. Just smile and do what you've got to do. And I did. And I loved it. 12 rounds. Like I say, not many people could done what I did against Selby. So, and I nicked a few rounds as well. Well, like I say, I don't turn fighters down. Never would and never will. So, yeah.
Yeah, Jam has said the Andrew Selby fight, he lost a unanimous decision, but showed such heart. I was so proud.
I had enough to bloody show. That's why I couldn't bloody throw shots. I kept moving my head into his punches.
What are you like? So following that one, and that was obviously for the British fly. And then you had, what was it? Don Broadhurst for the English. Following that, you picked up fights against Brennan, Phillips, and Bjorkland.
Yes, that was just to get me back in the ring. Just kind of just get back winning. You know what I mean? Did I don't know if I did I fight Thomas Assomba with one of them before one of those?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes. Yeah. The Thomas Assomba one, that's a mad one because I got stopped in the sixth, but out of the 6 rounds I won 5 of them. Then he caught me with a body shot. So then obviously I thought
you now you're sounding like Josh Warrington. Stop it.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I actually was winning the fight. And Thomas Assomba, unbelievable fighter. Look at what he's doing. He's European champion. But I was there to win. And like I say, I was getting a bit too confident. He caught me with a body shot. I've never been hit with a body shot like it. And I never wanted to get it like it again. But so yeah, Jules Phillips and Edward Bjorkland were just to get me back in there. My manager at the time, Carl Greaves, one of the best people in the world. Carl Greaves.
I love Carl. I love Carl.
Like, unfortunately, with boxing, as you know, from other people, boxing, they don't look after you. A lot of people, you're used and abused. Like I say, you're there to put a show on, and then that's it. As soon as you finish boxing, that's it. You're done. You know what I mean? No one don't care about you. But it's Carl's one of the down to earth ones, but will look after his fighters. Every single fighter he's got, if you're a journeyman, a champion, or whatever, he does everything in his power to look after you. And it's one man what I owe my life to, really. You know what I mean? He's done a lot for me.
But you know what? He's been there, done it.
Yeah.
Lived through it himself. He's been to the top. He's grafted, and I think he did the right thing turning over to coaching, because he has brought some people to a different level, isn't he?
Oh,
and he's just such a lovely, down to earth guy.
Yeah, the achievements what he's done as a fighter, never mind as a manager.
Yeah,
it is incredible. I've done a lot of work coaching with him, and as a coach, he was unbelievable. It was unfortunately I don't drive, so I couldn't get to him as much as I would have liked to. But no, phenomenal man, really phenomenal man.
Yeah. But you are as well, testing yourself against Assomba, Leach, Mufasa, Bork. We won't talk too much about him. Masood, Salvin, Woodstock, Ali, Story, Brandon Scott, Conor Gray, John Cooney, Robbie Coleman, fighting 8 times in 2023.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Not bad at all.
You don't give yourself any credit, do you, mate?
No, listen, when I can't remember which fight it was. So I retired after the Chris Bork fight because we just had my beautiful little girl, Aurora. So I wanted to put everything into her. I know what it was like when I was growing up, and obviously my dad was a professional himself. Obviously boxed the likes of Prince Nassim Ahmed, Mickey Campbell, Francis Ampho. So I think that's why I get my mind frame. I just boxed anyone.
Yeah.
So obviously, I made a comeback after the Chris Bourke one, realizing, you know what, I went through like suicidal thoughts and whatever. I lost boxing, and it puts you in a mentally bad place. And I believe the best medicine you can get is training. So I was doing all the training I could. I thought, you know what, let's give it another go then. Like an idiot I am, I took the fight against Shabazz Masood, who's another future world champion.
Yeah, 100%.
Boxed him, and in fact, I weren't doing too bad, but I should have never been in there from a comeback fight. And then after that fight, I had a few problems with the boxing board. With they wanted me to see a psychiatrist and all this because of they found out about my mental health and all that, which is fully I understand why now. Which took longer than I wanted it to. And then I decided, you know what, let's have a bit of fun with it. Let's go on the road. And a journeyman, it's not someone who's going there to lose. You have gloves and you'll fight. That's it. You know what I mean? And the people that box, like I said, I would have boxed them as a champion. You know what I mean? Never mind is a journeyman. You know what I mean? A journeyman, I'll be honest with you, out of the 8 fights, I could have won 4 of them. But with how the politics work, I just wanted fights. And you believe it or not, I heard you say Brandon Scott is an excitement. That was one of the easiest ones on the away in the away corner. Just saying. So no, listen, mate.
Have I said the wrong thing?
No, you've not said the wrong thing. Listen, everyone blows smoke up his arse. He's very good entertaining, but he's not what people think he is. If Matchroom said to you before that fight, listen, you win this, we'll sign you up, I think I would have stopped him in 3 rounds. But I had 3 fights booked in after that, so I couldn't win. Unfortunately, that's how it works in the game.
Yeah. No, I totally understand, mate. I totally understand.
I boxed a lad called Frakale in Rotherham. Very, very good kid. Nice lad as well. Very nice lad. So I'm not going to say anything bad about him. But I dropped him, I think, in the 5th round. Not meaning to, just happened. That's another fight where I probably could have won it. But you've got these things in the back of your mind. You're making a living out of it now, so you've got to do it differently. But the difference was with myself, I'm not a proper journeyman. I've still got that pride thing. I've still got that winner's mentality. So, and that's nothing against
Louis. As a boxing fan, though, that's absolutely bollocks, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm a boxing fan myself, but unfortunately, it's not always been like it. The politics is ruining the game. It's ruining the sport. Yes, we are seeing more 50-50 fights. But if people knew what happened behind closed doors, they wouldn't support boxing as much as what they would now. You know what I mean? It's like I say, it's a load of crap, mate. Like I say, you have to sell tickets. You know, if I got the opportunities, who was it? Oh, he won a world title, the small ball bloke, Bo Jones. Right. So sorry, Barry, if you ever watch this, I don't mean that you're not a small ball bloke. But he said if I had the right opportunities, I would have been a world champion. But the difference is I had to sell tickets. I had to do all this, I had to do that. Whereas some people get gifted the opportunities to do what they've got to do. If you gave me the opportunities to go and fight these plumbers on a Matchroom show, which some of them are doing, they're fighting some awful people like Adam Hamid, unbelievable talent. But did you see his debut? The lad he fought. That lad should have never got a license. But if you put me in against them, give me 5 of them to build myself up on the big shows, I could have been world champion. My first opportunity was the O2 Arena on the Andy Joshua undercard on Sky Sports live against Charlie Edwards. That's my. So you're expecting me to walk in there and think, hang on a minute, what's happening here? You're expecting me to be comfortable with that, you know what I mean? I'm walking into one of the biggest arenas in England, and you're doing that, you know what I mean? So,
Jam has just said he goes and knocks out the prospect. He'll never work again, unfortunately. 100%. 100%. And that's, as you say, sad reality.
You've got a lad on the road at the minute, a good friend of mine, actually, Carl Sampson, who keeps on getting the wins on the road. But unfortunately, he's going to keep on winning. He ain't going to get the fight. So hopefully he gets a title shot. Another one who I boxed, Brett Fido. The only wins he got on the road was knockouts. And I believe he could have gone on to do something special, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't know why he had to finish. It's a shame that he had to finish. But it's just how it is. It's how the boxing is now.
So, as a boxing fan, Louis, what fights are you looking forward to seeing, mate? It's going to be a big year for boxing 2024. Let's be honest. We ended the year 2023 on a high, a lot more positive than some of the rest of the year where we had all of our drugs tests and all sorts of bollocks.
Yeah.
But 2024 looks like it could be a big year. What are you looking forward to?
I'm open. I'll be honest, like I am a boxing fan to a degree now. And because I know how boxing works.
Yeah.
I don't watch it as much as I used to. You know when it used to be like Friday fight night? They were the days. There was the 50
quality
fights. You got your John Murray's against Kevin Mitchell. You got all these sort of fights where there was 50 fights, prize fighters and all this. So as it's got bigger,
I liked the boxing on Channel 5. I liked a lot of stuff on there as well. Quality.
Yeah, funny story before I get to this next question. So when I boxed at the Channel 5 show, when I dropped Brett Fido at Derby Velodrome, I can remember we got the bus back to our local pub, Red Line at the time, who used to sponsor me, and it was showing the highlights of my fight. Literally, when we walked in, my fight was on, and I thought, this is mad, this is. But like I said, I'm a normal. Like people going, is that you? I was like, yeah. They went, but what are you doing here? I went, what? If I won a world title, mate, I'd be sitting at my chipper up the road, and my chips, maybe with a world title around my belt, like my waist, like be a bit different. I'd show it off a little bit. But yeah, sorry to go off that question. What was the question again? I do apologise.
What fights are you looking forward to this year?
So fights, not necessarily fights. I'm looking forward to seeing Lee Wood back.
Good old Lee.
Massive fan of Lee, and like I say, when I've seen Lee says, "You're right, Lou." So when I'm a fan of Lee Wood, so when someone goes, "Oh, you're right, Lou," it's mad. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Lee Wood. As for fights, I don't know, mate. If I'm honest, and that's not me saying I don't care about boxing, because I don't watch it as much. Mrs. won't let me have Sky Sports either, so I don't really watch it. But yeah, the Lee Wood, I'm looking forward to him back. Charlie Edwards, I'm looking forward to watching actually Anthony Joshua against Francis Ngannou. If I'm honest,
intriguing.
I think Joshua stops him in 5 rounds, and I'm not a Joshua fan. Joshua's all right. He tried it with my missus. When you go for a meet and greet,
it's a personal thing.
Well, yeah, when it went for a meet and greet, he asked for her number. And the fact is, what am I gonna do? If my missus walks off him, what am I gonna do? I'm 5'5". You know what I mean? So I'd have to hit him in the shins or something.
Mate, those shots really hurt. So do you know what I mean? Yeah. You make it count if you hit him in the shin.
Probably bounce off his leg. But no, I'm looking forward to Anthony Joshua back in. The Usyk versus Fury fight, I've got no interest in at all. I'm a fan of Usyk, but Fury's con the public. I was a massive Tyson Fury fan. This is God's honest truth. Unbelievable. What he's done for mental health and everything like that is unbelievable as well. I watched the show, incredible man. But you can't say, "Oh, I'm coming back for one fight only," and then all of a sudden you're fighting all these bums and dossers, like he likes to say, and then you're fighting Usyk. Well, we think he's fighting Usyk. Until they get in the ring, I won't believe it'll happen. So
I'm 100% with you, mate. Jam has said maybe the Warrington rematch with Wood.
That would be a good fight, but at the same time, Wood's done it once.
Does he need
It's the same with the Michael Conlan situation. Everyone wanted him to fight Michael Conlan again. You got knocked out. If you've lost on a split decision, it's all right saying, yeah, he was winning the fight at that point, yeah, but he still got knocked out. You've lost the fight clear then, didn't you? For me, Lee Wood needs his fight at the Forest Ground. I don't know who against, but he needs that, win it, and then he needs to sail off into the sunset and enjoy his life. That's when a fighter's got to say no more, because you could ruin a lot of your legacy and whatever else.
Been a lot of wars as well, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's
doing cases up,
yeah. You don't want to
like someone like Samuel Eggington. He's been in a lot of wars, and he's still going. And like I say, Sam's another person what I speak to when I see him, and he's a nice lad. But eventually, it catches up to you, getting it round the head. You know what I mean? It slows you down, and it's no good. Listen, boxing's no good for you. Full stop. You know what I mean? So,
Wood Cordina says Ender.
Very, very good fight. Very good fight.
Can I just say, well. Louis, it's Ender's birthday today.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Ender.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you? How old are you? Do you know?
He's 44 today.
Oh, you don't look a day over 43. That's dad joke, that is.
What are you like? Yeah, no, honestly, I think there's some great stuff coming up, mate. But do you know what? Big shout out to you, Louis. Yes. What you've given to the sport, and what you've done, just as a human being, just being yourself, I think speaks volume to a lot of people. And appreciate you know what you're doing now, your PT work. I know you've had your struggles with work and stuff, but hopefully that's picking up again for you now. Yeah, just quality.
Listen, mate, this is a message to anyone. Life is shit, but life is what you make it. It's only down to you to do something. I put my frustrations on Facebook, social media, because that's me speaking out to help somebody else. I'm not bothered about myself, you know what I mean? When people tell me their problems, it gets rid of my problems. And I've got a good life. I've got a lot of people worse off. But what you got to understand is, I said to my wife, because she didn't fully understand. So when I finished boxing, you got to bear in mind, I put my first pair of boxing gloves on when I was 18 months old.
Yeah.
I said to my wife, it's like you losing your mum. And she went, no, it's not. I went, yeah, it is. I said, because all you've ever known is your mum. I said, whereas me, boxing is all I've ever known. So I left the sport, not my decision. This is what I want to make clear. I got my title, my license kind of took off me. Not for anything illegal, but just how the politics works, with losing too many and all that, doing my job. Like I say, I'm not going to slag the board off because my brother, he still boxes professionally, Midland champion and stuff. So I would never ever slag the board off, because what they do is for a reason. They're probably actually protecting me. But like I say, I've actually got one more fight left. An unlicensed fight. On March the 9th. It's my closure. One last go at it. See if I've still got it. It's my last ever fight though, because I don't want to diet. I don't want to train. It's bloody hard work. And I've got one last dance at March the 9th. Leicester Mayor Centre. And Jamel, you better be getting tickets as well, because I've got to sell tickets as well. So
it's all on you, Jam. Get down there.
You, Jam. You've got to sell the tickets for me. But no, no, mate. Listen, when people say what they do about me, it's unbelievable. I had Frankie Gavin message me yesterday, Fraser Clark, asking if I'm okay. Don Broadhurst, a former opponent, messaged me. Bear in mind, Don Broadhurst, I watched him on Sky Sports when I was 11 years old. So when you go and fight someone, like, you think, this is mad. He spoke to me yesterday. And I see all these people, because I am just a normal lad. This is what people don't understand. Most boxers are. Some people are arrogant, but we're all normal. And I'm a normal lad. And I am Louis Norman. Not Louis Too Sweet Norman. I am Louis Norman. I'll always be Louis Norman. When I fight, I'm Louis Too Sweet, whatever else. I like to put a show on. I'm not even a people's champion. Listen, I'm an average lad just trying to do something with his life.
And do you know what, Louis? You are a fan favourite to us, mate. That's all I'm going to say. Regardless of how you view yourself and all the rest of it, you've left a career, you go down in history, and no one can take that.
Yeah, I know. I won Young Boxer of the Year, you know. Didn't know that.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know. I found that out today.
Honestly, Louis, you're a top guy. And as I say, if Joshua tries to give his number to your missus again or whatever, just chin him, mate. Just throw yourself as much as you can. Who knows?
There's a price. There's a price. And I don't want to camel either.
It's all good, mate. It's all good. But honestly, yeah, keep up the good work, Louis. Love to the family as well. Stay in touch. And, give it your all in your last one, mate. As I say, you've already gone down in history. Just enjoy yourself.
Listen, mate, this one's more. I was always going to do it anyway. My last fight, I want a send off. in some ways. I've not had to sell tickets for a while. A lot of people have not been able to see me. So I'm just looking forward to getting in there. I can't lose. This is God's honest truth, because if I lose, my reputation's ruined. No disrespect to people on the unlicensed scene, because anyone who gets in the ring I've got respect for. This lad loses. When he does lose, I mean, when he gets knocked clean out, it's a win-win for him, because I got knocked out by a performer professional. Yeah, exactly. If I get in there and I lose, fucking hell, my reputation is ruined. You know what I mean? Everything I've achieved, I've just lost to an unlicensed lad. So my training actually starts tomorrow, where I'm going to be more dedicated than I've ever been. So,
but Louis, you're not going to lose.
No, I can't lose. I'm too good.
You're not going to.
Too good. And the fact is, at the minute, I've still got my looks, and I don't want to get hit too much. So hopefully, if I move out of the way enough, I won't get hit too much.
You can't. Yeah, you can't be doing that, mate. You're too pretty.
No, that's pretty. What it is.
Yeah. And you know, your missus is lucky to have you. That's it at the end of the day. I keep on
saying this every day. She's landing on her feet with me, and I'm going to tell them when I'm downstairs. And then she'll say, "Get in that kitchen and cook my dinner." So
yeah, and you'll go, "Yes, I will."
Yes, I will. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Put your head down and just.
Yeah, that's what I have to do every day. Do as I'm told. Happy wife, happy life.
Mate, that's it. But honestly, I really appreciate your time, Louis. Stay in touch, and as I say, love to the family. You got massive support out there, mate. People really appreciate what you've given to the sport of boxing, and just how you've been to people, how you voice your opinions, how you're just being honest and being you. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, mate. It means a lot to the words, what you say. You know, like I say, when I do say I'm a normal lad, I know it's probably gets a bit boring, but when people say these sort of things, it makes you feel good. It makes you have that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. It's crazy, because, like I say, I'm just a normal lad trying to do something with my life, and that's a message to anyone. If you want to do something with your life, you can do it. It's not going to be easy, but if you put your mind to it, you can do it, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah, don't go soft yet, though, mate. You got to fight him, mate.
No, I'm hard as anything. So.
Right. Well, on that note, Louis, thank you very much for coming on, and I'll catch up with you soon, mate. Take care.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Take care.
Thank you very much. Jam, he deserves all the love and support, mate, and he'll definitely get that. Thank you very much to everyone who sent their comments. Big shout out to Louis Norman. He's got his last fight in March. We're all behind him, and he deserves to go out with a bang and do what he does best. So thank you very much for watching Boxing Media Hub, sponsored by Falcon Contracting, Price Global Solutions, and boxbets.co.uk. And I will see you all soon. Until then, have some of this.